Hi, everyone. Okay, so we're going to be doing blood flow to the upper body and upper limbs, and then blood flow away. So let's start here at the ascending aorta. So this is blood going away from the heart. So we've got our ascending aorta, and then we get the aortic arch. And on the aortic arch, remember that you have this first branch right here called the brachiocephalic trunk. Then you have the left common carotid artery, and then the left subclavian. So let's start here with the brachiocephalic trunk. The brachiocephalic trunk is going to come and branch into your right common carotid artery, which will then branch into your internal carotid artery, and you can see how it's going in, right? And then you have your external carotid artery. All right. The other branch from this brachiocephalic trunk is the right subclavian artery. So the right subclavian artery comes down right around where your clavicle would be, and then as we get kind of into this axillary area, we're going to have axillary artery, and then we're going to continue on here to your brachial artery, and then the brachial artery is going to branch, and we will end up here. This is going to be the radial artery, and this is going to be the ulnar artery. Now, what we have to note on this particular hand is that it's not straight out like this, it's actually pronated. So normally, if we look at this side, from this, the opposite side, the brachial artery, if the hand is supinated, then your radial artery would be on the outside, your ulnar artery on the inside, okay? Now, another thing that both of the ulnar and radial arteries feed into are going to be your arterial palmar arches. Those are these two right here, which will then give rise to a variety of arteries that go up into the digits. For the ease of discussing the digital arteries, we're just going to call all of these digital arteries because there are some slight differences based on when they're in the palm versus the fingers, but that's what we're going to stick with. Okay, so on this side, we don't see those arches because the hand is pronated, so the radial artery ends up over here, and the ulnar artery ends up over here. All right, now, as we head back, this here is what's called the dorsal venous network, which is then going to lead into this vessel here that's going to bring blood all the way back up here into the axillary vein. So this right here is going to be your cephalic vein. Again, the hand is pronated, so I'll show it to you on the other hand in just a moment. And this one is going to be your basilic vein, okay, which continues right up here, and again will spill out into the axillary vein. This right here is where we branch into the brachial vein. We don't have any models that actually show the rest of the brachial vein, so that's kind of all we've got right there. It will then branch into your radial and ulnar veins, but again, we don't have a model that shows that. This connection here between your basilic vein and your cephalic vein, this right here is called your median cubital vein. And if we look at this side, everything kind of goes the way we expect it to, because again, on the left side here, the model has the hand supinated. So from that dorsal venous network that's on the back of the hand, blood flows into either the basilic vein or the cephalic vein. Blood can also go between the two via this median cubital vein. There's that little brachial vein, the little nub of the brachial vein. And then up here, we're going to come into our axillary vein, into our subclavian vein. Now, both subclavian veins on each side are going to go into, so let me start over. So with these subclavian veins, you have the subclavian right here, and they both go into brachiocephalic veins, which then merge into the superior vena cava. Now, from the head, we're going to be bringing blood back from the external jugular vein and the internal jugular vein, and those are both going to go into the subclavian vein and then that brachiocephalic vein, and then there is your superior vena cava, which will go into the right atrium.